So I once had a patient that worked at like a very left brain kind of job and made spreadsheets a lot. He also had had a series of really unhappy relationships, but really wanted a girlfriend. So I said, well, let's try to imagine like what that girl would look like. What kind of traits would she have? What would she be doing? What would she be saying? How would she be acting? So we made a list of 27 things on an Excel spreadsheet of traits he'd like to find: physical, mental, financial. And so once we had the list, then I said, let's go back and rate all of your girlfriends. Let's give them a score. So for every one trait that they had on the list, they got 1 point. And I think sometimes when our relationships fall apart in the past and we look back on them, we can look at things in a distorted way. And one thing we can certainly do is blame ourselves. Like, I'm such a loser. I can never make things work right. I'm going to end up alone. These kinds of things. So he did the scoring and then was very surprised at the results. One woman had like an 11. One woman had like a 7. So it was like, well, dude, clearly this wasn't going to work out. What were you thinking? So if you do this kind of exercise where you really start to imagine, what do I want? What would that look like? You're much more likely to get it. Make a spreadsheet. Score your past romances. See how they turn out.